Our next example is called a bell sleeve. What we need to do is trace it down to the elbow line of our sleeve sloper. I'm going to take my pencil, go ahead, and I'm actually going to translate that elbow line as well. Go ahead, do all of my notches, remove my pattern piece. I'm going to just draw in this elbow line and my cap line. Elbow line. Cap line. Perfect. Next, translate our center guideline, as you know by now, also the grain line. Now, from the cap line down, I'm going to move this out of the way so it's easier. From our cap line down, we want to measure from there 1.5 inches down. 1.5 inches down, straight line. And now, see how these are already tapered inward or slanted inward? We don't have to do anything else with that. This section we will not need because we are doing just a basic short sleeve bell. So from our grain line or our center guideline outward, we want to make 1 inch lines. 1 inch, 1 inch. And go ahead and label it. From there, we are going to do, let's do 1.5 inches. Actually, let's do 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. So again, we're not taking into consideration this bottom part. We're just doing the top, which looks like a fancy grid so far. I'm going to cut all of this out shortly, but before that, we need to do our 1/4 inch overlap. Now, by doing this overlap and pinching the pattern and moving it over, normal sleeves, so like this sloper, have a little bit of a higher sleeve cap. Now, if you made a sleeve for your midterm project, you'll remember you either had to gather or take out the gathers in order to make it fit into your arm's eye seam. By taking and just pinching this over 1/4 inch, we're taking that away so it fits in without any additional gathers or fitting. So it's just straight seam. So let's cut this out as is. I'm actually going to grab my other sheet of paper. And very similar to how we did the bishop sleeve, I am going to cut it on this center guideline first. And for these, we need to let's see, open up as much as we want to do, but the book says, let's see, 1/2 inch and then 1.5 inches. So 1/2 inch from the ones closest to the center, and then an inch, or excuse me, 3/4 inch for the other 2 remaining ones. So what I want to do first is the 1 inch. So I'm going to make this, actually, let me flip this so I have more room on the page. Okay, start over. We're going to do this little pinch at the top, and we need to spread this center one 1/2 inch. Take my ruler. Which that is nearly 1/2 inch. Very carefully, I'm going to tape it there in the center and at the top, so I know that's not going anywhere. And I'm going to finish cutting 2 knot through my top of my sleeve cap. And look at that, mine broke at the top. Make sure this one again we are going to do at 1/2 inch. Tape that back at the top, and then along the bottom 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Oh, that's not 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. And then the last 2 remaining ones, 3/4 inch. All right. Next, we are going to draw in our seam line or the hemline. And that is it besides labeling. So we have to draw on our new cap line. And if you've noticed, we draw it from side seam to side seam. Go ahead, cross that out. Our grain line is still in the center, which I'm sure everyone has lost theirs by now. So draw that guy back in. And this, oopsie, is our sleeve. Chapter 10, example 10. We are cutting 2, and this is the bell sleeve. Chapter 10, example 10. Bell sleeve. And that's it.